Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Welcome to another beautiful day in mathematics. Welcome to Doreen's classroom. Welcome to basic mathematics. Welcome to Mathematics is Fun. Today we want to talk about counting and Today, we want to talk about counting in thousands and millions. As we all know, in order to understand and enjoy our mathematics, we need to learn how to count in large numbers. And to count in large numbers, we need to know our number names. Yes, our numbers have names. They have names, so we need to know their names. When you know your number names, you'll be able to count in large number. Now, our number names starts from units. Next is tens. Next is hundred. Next is thousand. 10,000. 100,000. Million, 10 million, 100 millions, billions, 10 billion, 100 billion, and so forth. But our scope for this class is going to be counting in thousands and millions. Now look at the charts. Look at this chart. In order to enable us to read our large numbers very well, we need to understand this chart. And in this chart, starting from our right hand, we have the U, which is units. One digit is unit. Wherever we have one digit, it stands for unit. Then when we have two digits, it stands for tens. For example, we have 1 here and 0 under the unit. It falls under the 10 unit. 110. Next is our 100. A number that falls under the H is for 100. Then next is our thousand, followed by 10,000, 100,000, and million. Another way to count and write large numbers effectively is knowing the number of digits that makes up each number names. For our unit, just one digit. Our tens, 2 digits. Our 100, 3 digits. Our thousands, 4 digits. Our 10,000, 5 digits. Our 100,000, 6 digits. Then our million, 7 digits. So if you are given a number that has only 3 digits, you are going to read that number in 100. If you are given a number that has 5 digits, you are going to read that number in 10,000. Let's take a look at some examples on how to read some of these numbers. Follow me. We are going to take away this chart in order to look at some of those examples and how we'll be able to read those numbers following the digits pattern. Let's take a look at the following numbers. On the board, we have some numbers. Now we are going to write out the number of digits in each of these numbers. Take a look at the first one. We have 4 digits. We have 4 digits. And from our number table or from our number names, you will agree with me that 4 digits falls under 1,000. 4 digits falls under 1,000. So if we are to read this number, we read it as 2076. 2076. Then let's take a look at the second number. Let's count the digits together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 digits. 5 digits. From our number table, 5 digits falls under 10,000. So how are we going to read this number? We'll read it as 31,080. 31,080. 5 digits falls under 10,000. Now look at the third number. Let's count the digits together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. From our number table, 6-digit numbers falls under 100,000. 6-digit number falls under 100,000. 6 digits. So how are we going to read this number? We read it as 413,769. 413,769. So under our number names, 6-digit number falls under 100,000. Now finally, from our examples, we have 7 digits. 7 digits. 7 digits falls under millions. 7 digits falls under millions. So how are we going to read this number on the board? 2,346,225. Let's read it again. 2,346,225. So 7-digit number falls under millions. So with these examples on the board, I am sure you'll be able to read 4-digit number, 5-digit number, 6-digit number, and 7-digit numbers. Now another way to read your large number is by grouping it. Is by what? Grouping it. Now you group it in 3, beginning from the unit sides. Then you separate it using your comma. Let's go back to the first example. There are 4 digits here. We are going to group this number in the groups of 3 to enable us read the first number. Let's group it beginning from the unit. 1, 2, 3. Then we separate it with our comma. Separating it with this comma shows that we call the first number first, or we read the first number before we take these other 3 together. Now listen to me as I read the number. 2,076. Let's group the second one to see how it is. 1, 2, 3. We put our comma. So if we are to read the second one, we'll read it taking the first 2 numbers as 1. Reading the first 2 numbers as 1 before we read the 3 together. Now let's read it. 31,000. Again, 31,080. Let's go again. 31,080. Let's go to the third number and do the grouping. Beginning from the unit side, like I said, 1, 2, 3. You put your comma, then we have 1, 2, 3. So we are going to read this first 3 together, then we take the second 3 together. Now let's read it together. 413,769. 413,769. Let's go to the final example. We are going to group it beginning from the unit side. Let's group 1, 2, 3. We put our comma to separate it. 1, 2, 3. We put our comma again. So in this fourth example, we are going to read the beginning number first. As you can see, 2 is standing on its own. So we are going to read 2. Then next we read the first 3, then followed by the last 3. Let's go. 2,346,225. Let's go. 2,346,225. Wow. I am pretty sure you enjoyed today's lesson. With this lesson today, you will agree with me that counting large numbers is not difficult. In our next class, we are going to use the other grouping method to count large number. I am going to show you another grouping method to count large numbers. Do we agree? All right. So, please, I want to beg you for something. If you are coming across this channel for the first time, please do well to hit the subscribe button so that you can get more value-packed content. And feel free to drop your comments in the comment section. Also, like the video and share to family and friends that you know the content will be useful for them. Until next time, thank you for stopping by. Thank you for visiting Doreen's Classroom. Thank you for enjoying today's lesson with us. See you next time. Bye-bye.